So, Amazon's got this new AI tool that wants to turn your phone's camera into a direct shopping link for pretty much everything you see. We're going to dive into how this feature, called Lens Live, is basically designed to make the entire world around you one giant shoppable storefront. Here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about the big problem this whole thing is trying to solve. Then, we'll look at Amazon's solution, peek under the hood to see how the AI works, size it up against the competition, and wrap up by exploring what this means for the future of how we all shop. All right, first up, the search struggle. This is all about that annoying gap between seeing something you love out in the wild and actually being able to find it online. Come on, we've all been there, right? You see the perfect lamp in a coffee shop or some amazing sneakers on a stranger, and you pull out your phone, but how do you even describe that to a search engine? A pointy bluish lamp with a weird gold thingy on it? It's just frustrating. The truth is, typing words into a search bar just wasn't built for the visual world we live in. It's clumsy, it's often wrong, and it usually leads to a dead end where you just give up. And it turns out this isn't just some small annoyance, it's a massive problem. And the scale of this is kind of staggering. A recent study found that 74% of shoppers in the US and the UK say they struggle to find what they're looking for online. That's almost 3 out of every 4 people hitting a brick wall. And all that frustration? Well, it adds up. All those failed searches and abandoned shopping carts cost US retailers an estimated $330 billion in 2021. That is the price tag for a bad search experience. So how in the world is Amazon trying to solve that $330 billion problem? Well, that brings us to section 2, shopping through your camera. The key technology here is called visual search, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Instead of typing blue lamp, you just use a picture as your search. You're basically telling the computer, hey, find me something that looks like this. It's just a way more intuitive way to shop for stuff. And this is Amazon's version of it. With Lens Live, you just open the Amazon app, you point your camera at whatever. Instantly, it starts identifying the object and showing you matches from Amazon in this little swipeable carousel at the bottom of the screen. You can add something to your cart right then and there without ever having to snap a photo or leave the camera. I think this quote really just nails it. Amazon has basically vaporized the friction between seeing something and buying it. That lamp in the cafe, you just point your phone, tap a button, and it could be on its way to your house in seconds. Okay, but how does this magic trick actually work? Let's take a quick peek under the hood and see what's making Lens Live tick. It's really a 3-step dance. First, there's a small AI model right there on your phone that's identifying objects in real time. That's why it's so fast. Second, that info gets beamed to Amazon servers where massive deep learning models search through billions of products to find a match. And third, Amazon's AI assistant Rufus jumps in to give you extra info and answer questions. And that's the real game changer here. It's not just about matching a picture. Because Rufus is integrated, you can ask follow-up questions right there in the camera view. Things like, is this chair easy to put together? Or, can you show me this in red? It turns a simple search into an actual conversation with a shopping expert. Now, Amazon isn't the only company playing in this space, so in our next section, let's see how Lens Live really stacks up against its biggest rival, Google Lens. When you put them side by side, you see they're playing 2 totally different games. Google Lens is really for discovery, identifying a plant, translating a sign, learning about a building. But Amazon Lens, it's built for one thing and one thing only, to get you to buy stuff. It's a direct pipeline from your eyes to an Amazon checkout. Look, here's the simplest way to think about it. Google Lens is top of funnel. It's about getting you curious and giving you information. Amazon Lens Live is all about the bottom of funnel. It's laser focused on converting that curiosity into a sale right here, right now. So, with Amazon putting the pedal to the metal on sales, what does a tool like Lens Live mean for the bigger picture? Let's talk about the future of retail and what a shoppable world actually looks like. I mean, we already know that AI is Amazon's secret sauce, right? A full 35% of all their sales already come from that AI recommendation engine, that people who bought this also bought stuff. Lens Live is just the next logical step, using your real life as the ultimate personalization tool. And the crazy thing is, people are so ready for this. A full 62% of millennials and Gen Z say they actually prefer visual search over any other kind of shopping tech. For companies like Amazon, that's a signal that there's a massive audience just waiting for this. Of course, a tool this powerful raises some big questions. You've got data privacy concerns with an app that's constantly seeing what you're seeing. It's obviously designed to supercharge impulse buying. And like any AI, you have to worry about algorithmic bias. But at the end of the day, all of these things circle back to the main goal, eliminating every single barrier between you seeing something and you buying it. So what this all leads to is this blurring of the line between just living your life and constantly being in a state of shopping. By making the entire physical world instantly interactive and shoppable, this technology leaves us with a pretty deep and maybe slightly unsettling question to think about. If the whole world is a catalog, when do you ever stop shopping?